Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be cooking white rice, corn and lamb chops. So this is me actually putting on the rice. I actually started doing that before I started the video. So I put the rice on the stove already, and that's my meat in the sink. It was thawing out a little bit. So I'll be showing you guys how I look about lamb chops and nice shelly white rice the Jamaican way. So I put my scallion in the pot and I cover my pot. Everything is simmering. I keep it on high when I just put it on the stove, and then when the water dries out, then I'm gonna put it down on low. Okay, so that's my meat. I'm in Panama, by the way, so it's Cordero. That's the lamb chop. That's how you say it in Panama. And it was for $12.97. That's not bad, not too bad. And I get about 6 pieces. Okay, so here is where I had so much struggle. I could not open this package to save my life. One thing, I will cook. I don't have a problem with cooking. But you see, when it comes on to opening the packages, I thought I found it there, and then I realized no, it's not Ziploc, obviously. And then I was struggling to open the package. Look at me right there, struggling, nearly cut off my fingers and all of that. So I realized that the knife was actually dull, so I wanted to go and sharpen it. So I took another knife and sharpened it a little bit, and then that's probably what helped me, to be honest. Yes, I sharpened the knife, and it took me a while to sharpen the knife, guys. It took me a while. As a hot girl trying to cook, I will cook, but when it comes down to clean up meat, yes, I got it. No, see, it was a knife. It wasn't me. I wasn't the problem. It was just the knife. Okay, good girl. So you got the package open. Yay. So that's our meat, the lamb chops. Not too bad. Okay, this is my first time cooking lamb chops, by the way. I actually wanted goat meat because in Jamaica we do a lot of curry goat. That's what I felt for, but this is kind of the same. Okay, so I got 2, 4. Yeah, that's me showing you the meat. How much of them is that? How much did I get? Alright, that's 2, 4, about 6 pieces. Right, so I'm gonna wash the meat and then come back to the video. All right, so that's that. Okay, so my meat is freshly washed with vinegar and lime juice, so it's pretty clean and nice. Okay, that's me showing you my meat. All right, so now we're actually going to season the meat. And if I didn't tell you before, I'm actually going to curry this lamb chop. So it's gonna be curried lamb chop. So that's my easy spice chicken season. I put it on everything. Right, yeah. And trust me, yes, I did bring my easy spice and my seasonings from Jamaica to Panama, cause what's a girl gonna do? Then that's my jerk seasoning, easy spice again. That tastes really good, guys. I don't know if it's a pimento in there or what. It tastes really good. That just gives your meat a little kick. You can put it on chicken, you can put it on pork, you can put it on anything. So that's me making sure that all the pieces of meat are coated properly with that jerk seasoning. Okay. And then my favorite thing in the world, Maggi chicken season. Nothing to me but Maggi chicken season. So I put some of that on there. Yeah, it's so pretty. All right, turning over your meat, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and rub the seasoning into your meat, and ensure that every side of the meat is actually getting coated. Alright, so then I got my better pack curry. If you're Jamaican, you know about this curry. I brought like 12 of them to Panama. So yes, so that's the better pack curry, and I did use, I think it was a pack and a half. The first portion that I put on my meat was like a little half pack that I had left, and that's a full pack right there. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so I put a pack and a half on that meat, and I later added more because I love when my curry is rich. That might look like a lot, but it's really not a lot. When you actually put it in the pot and you twirl it around and see, you realize it's not a lot. Then I get a little vegetable oil. I was supposed to do this like before because it helps the seasoning stick to the meat, but I just remembered, and I just go ahead and do it when I remember. So just get a little bit of oil, put a little bit more, and then yes, so that just helps the seasoning to stick to your meat. That's why I do that. But I'm not gonna use my fingers because it's gonna like mess up my nails. So I get a fork and I use it to coat the curry like on the meat and mix it up really well. See, I added a little bit more because it wasn't to my suiting. So when you're using curry, use it to your suiting. It's just like any other seasoning. Okay, so my meat is fully seasoned now. I'm gonna let that marinate for an hour. Okay, so I checked on my rice and it was completely done. And I'm gonna cut up my seasonings before, like while my meat is marinating. So I have scallion, onions, I have Irish Scotch bonnet peppers, I have 2 like pieces of sweet peppers, that's bell peppers, and piece of carrot. So those are the seasonings that I will be using in my curry. Okay, so now we're ready to cook. So I get some vegetable oil and my pot is on the fire. It's on like medium heat. So I put a little oil in the pot. The first thing that I'm actually going to do is burn my curry. You have to burn your curry because you don't want it to like mess with your stomach and give you like diarrhea or any of that. So all you do to burn your curry is put it, a little bit of it, in the oil and you stir it around. That's all. So that's what I did. That needs a little more, so I'm gonna add a little more to it. Okay, perfect. So after I burn my curry, you just leave it in there a little bit. Don't let it get black though. Just that's ready. Then you go ahead and put your meat in one by one. I had to make space for the others. Yeah. Right, and ensure that your meat is not burning, guys. So you, as you put it in there, try to turn it, and you just want the curry to just get on it a little bit, and that's all they're trying to do. It's going to spring its own water by itself. All I'm trying to do is just get it a little bit brown. So that's why I'm turning it so often. And this method, you can use it to cook any form of curry, like as in curry goat or curry chicken. Some people do it different, like they just put everything in the pot, but I don't like to do that. I like to burn my curry. It tastes way better to me and it smells way better, to be honest. So that's me ensuring that the chicken is not chicken, the lamb chop is not burning. So I'm turning it gradually, and you see how it actually loses the color a little bit. So at first we thought that I actually had a lot of curry on my lamb chop, but it wasn't. So I'm just turning it gradually, and eventually it's going to spring its own water. Not a lot, but eventually it's going to spring its water. You see like the blood stain? Yeah, that's what you want to see. So then I added water to it. That's like a little cup of water, and then I'm going to cover it and let it simmer. Okay, so it has been simmering a little bit for some time. I'm just watching it, gradually adding more water. Look at that, pot is bubbling, and I added some more curry to it. And those are my seasons that I'm actually going to add to the pot now. So yeah, that's it with the seasoning. Look how my curry pretty, guys. Wow. All right, so you add your seasoning to the pot, and then you let it just simmer again and bubble and boil until the meat is tender and soft. So keep on adding water until the meat is tender and soft. Okay, so we're on the last lap. It's basically finished. The meat is soft. That's my rice. I added some corns to it, and that's the finished product. Thank you so much for watching. My apologies. It was amazing. 10 out of 10.